Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hokies offense will have the football first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Just got one on that last run, now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. To the air, it's Watson. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era, but certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion, like both these squads really...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So the... Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. That's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, No. We don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that...
It's a running room. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Moulton. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the 1st down, now a decision to be made. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Line getting set on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Hokies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense. If they come up short, it's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies into the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big time 4th down and short coverage.
The give on the inside.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Watson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so much.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback running on the draw. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Quick strike complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Clemson! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Watson. They're setting up the screen. Oh, out of space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Hokies decide to punt it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. And the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quick.
It's a seam wide open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Big fella moving. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But
there he goes! They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Bringing the heat. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They're going back to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Running through contact. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. It's fourth down. Try the field goal.
Number 12 on the field goal.
Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
On third down, going up top. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To throw, it's Watson. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one. And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completion state.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watson. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Pulled down for the tackle. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the Hokies get it past the sticks. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Watson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They want to see if they can score the deuce.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. He's loose. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll go to the counter play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Robinson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Wide open spaces. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the Bluegrass State, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. A huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cardinals will kick it away first. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Clemson's offense will get first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
These two teams both coming number one, playing their best football of the season and hoping to continue on and get into the top 25.
Yeah, it's nice, man, when you get that roll going. You start to create some momentum, create some belief. You know, listen, you're not ranked, but you're earning that respect throughout the season. Palmer, I think now at this point, they're probably going to climb into the rankings, and who knows what they can do.
I agree that both of these teams came in here with a lot of confidence, and they knew that they were going to have to play right down to the wire to pull out this W. And now, for them to win this game in this kind of environment, open up some eyes around the country, it's huge to continue to build that confidence.
Motion from the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good...
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning on the Jets. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. First down for this offense. They're going to ride this running back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's reeled in. It's Moulton. Turning it on! And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Trying to bull his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put them in the end zone. Off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jean-Pierre. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field. He puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Hauls it in the first down and more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Works the middle of the field. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to convert on fourth and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Fights off the defender. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now on first and 10 from the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Third down coming up after the completion. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they
the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. It's a running room. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway.
17, Clemson, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Golden. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. And the Cardinals need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play 1 of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
Louisville has has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hauser. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Now the play fake. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They've got the screen set up. Oh, a lot of space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some...
It's a seam wide open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's a heat. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. open the final period with a third down play. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Picks up 1. First and goal, Clemson.
The offense changing the play. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 17 to Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Catch in the middle. It's Golden. At the 40, there he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. Big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's first and 10 from just outside the 30. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this?
There he goes! Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And the Cardinals back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This drive was clicking along, but now it's second and 14. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Smashes in between the uprights. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on field, but at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll try to take it back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it. anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Boston College Eagles offense will start this game off with the football. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got room to work. Picks up the first down, still moving. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Golden Eagles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So Clemson's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throw.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll run the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in 1st downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And the field goal unit is on the field. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Clemson set up with another 1st down. The give to the back. He's loose. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to punch it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the touchdown Clemson? Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Back to the ground game on the left. Wide open spaces. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Turning on the Jets. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Still on his feet. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it in the middle. It's Bolden. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's touchdown, Boston College. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Boston College, 10.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Get it out on the screen. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the 1st down.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. QB draw. Turning it on. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one. He's got space. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got his man! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a lot.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Sends it back in motion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Tight end finds a soft spot. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. No, it's picked off. Not the second half. Nope, 4. Didn't let... Loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Welch. Got room on the return.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This Boston College offense has it working. Gives it on the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down into 26 for a 36-yard try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. Snags it. Touchdown, Tiger. And the pummeling has started.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff to the single running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bolden. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Welsh. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bolden. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Boston College! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over there, they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had it much better field position this time around. Gets it out quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Robinson. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Boston College wants to play fast. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it down the right side. Off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 20 over Oklahoma. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll go to the ground. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Keeps it on the draw. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Throws to the wideout. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Boston College, 27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Clemson.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time.